doing here? It's time to build a table. Today is cut day. Cut day gets me excited. Are y'all ready? I told y'all could do this. Come along with me. I hope you bought all your material. We about to make a table. Let's go. All right, so the first cuts we're gonna make, we're gonna get 2x4s. We're gonna cut 4 pieces of 2x4, 34 inches, LP to LP. That means long point to long point. And this is the long point. This is a 45 and a 45. Be 34 inches. We need 4 pieces. I'm gonna cut one and then we're gonna move on. All right, so to start, set your saw to 45. Make sure you tight against the fence, real good. And let's cut the first piece. All right, first 45. So I'm gonna lay it right here. I'm gonna measure 34 inches over. 34 inches here and mark it. So I want the opposite cut. So I could do 2 things. I could flip the board and cut it here. And that's what I'm gonna do so I don't have to keep adjusting my saw. I'm gonna line it up right here. Put your safety glasses on, watch your fingers at all times. Uncle Chris don't want you losing your fingers here in this video. It's too important. You only get one set and one set of eyes, so be safe. All right, we lined up. All right, let's check it out. See that? It's the same angle. It's a 45 and a 45, and it's 34 inches from this side to this side. Long point to long point. Now go ahead and cut 4 pieces just like this. All right, next thing you want to do, we need 4 2x4s, 31 inches, long point to long point. This is how it's going to look. All these cuts are 45 degrees. This whole table, any angle that we cut is 45 degrees. So let's show you how we get that. We got the saw set at 45. And I'm going to go ahead and put my first cut on the edge right here. Remember, safety first. Safety always comes first. And let me tell you something, this table is not hard to build, so just keep cutting away. You got this. All right, now this is my long point. I'm going to measure over 31 inches right here and mark it 31. Now what I can do is flip my board over so I don't have to keep moving my saw. It's easier to flip the wood over, and I can cut lined up on the mark. All right, this is your board. We need 4 of these. 4 of these pieces. Let's get to cutting. All right, now we're gonna get our 1x4s. So now what I need is 4 1x4s, 28 inches long. There's no angles, it's just a flat cut. Let me give you some advice. Don't ever trust that the end of a rough cut piece of wood is squared. So what I do is, and I'm gonna cut these 2 at a time just for speed purposes, kind of line them up, and I'm gonna square them up myself with my saw. Got it saw set to 0, which is actually a 90-degree cut. Remember that, angle cutters. All right, square it up. Now I'm gonna pull the measurement, 28 inches. Now we're gonna cut that. Slide the boards down. on the mark. I cut 2 more feet. You need 4 total, so do 4 cuts total like this. Now we need 4 1x4s, 3.5 long, and it's already 3.5 wide because a 1x4 is 3.5 wide by 3/4 inch thick. So I'm gonna make 4 cuts, 3.5 inches long. Pull my mark, 3.5. Put 2 boards here. Get my line. We'll make a perfect square for you. So we need 4 of these. Get to cutting, man. Get to cutting. You could do this. All right, now what you're gonna do is you can get 4 2x10s, 96 inches. That's 8 feet. But you might want to make sure that the edges are squared up, or you don't really have to cut them. Just measure them. But let me just give you some advice. Sometimes an 8-foot board is 96 inches. Sometimes it's 96.25, or it's 96.5. So just make sure they're all the same length, and if you need to trim them up any, go ahead and do that. Also, if you're using a miter saw and it doesn't slide like this one, you're not gonna be able to make that cut. See, my saw slides, so I can rip that whole board. So get a skill saw or a hand saw or something to make that cut if you can't do it on your saw. All right, so now we're gonna get 4 pieces of 2x4, 20 inches, just a straight cut, no angles. 4 2x4s, 20 inches. Let's get to it. All right, 20 inches right here. Let's cut. All right, cut me 4 pieces like this. Cut me 4 pieces, I say. 4 pieces. All right, so now's a good time if you got any scrap lumber from the other 45s we've been cutting, and you should. I got like a few pieces down here. They got the angle already on it. So I just measured from the long point to 11 3/8, and now I'm gonna make that cut and utilize these boards so I don't waste them, minimize my scrap. If you don't have any, just grab a new 2x4, cut a 45, long point to long point, 11 3/8. Let's get it. There you go, 11 3/8 long point to long point. Let me give you some advice too. We building a farmhouse table. This is not some fine furniture that's got to be cut down to the 64th of an inch precise. That's the good thing about this table. You don't have to be perfect. Most people like the rustic look. So just ease up. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't worry about every little imperfection. It's all gonna work out. All right, so we got only 2 different cuts left. You should have 2 2x4s left. Still 8 foot in length. So we're gonna make 2 2x4s, 65 inches. So we're gonna make 2 cuts, and it's just straight in cuts. And the scraps that we're gonna have, see, 65 inches is marked from here to here. Then we're gonna make cuts with these 2 other pieces, and that's gonna finish the wood for the table. So let's go ahead. I'm not gonna film this, but you go ahead and cut these 2 boards 65 inches long, and then we're gonna come back and make the other cuts. All right, so the last thing you need to cut is 2 2x4s, and long point to short point is gonna be 28 7/8. So what you do is you cut a 45-degree angle first, measure 28 7/8, and cut another 45 long. Now listen, I wanna tell y'all something. Buy yourself an extra 2x4 when you go to the store, because I'm over here making this video, and I didn't do my board layout right, and I shorted myself for like half of a 2x4. So my neighbor bailed me out and gave me some extra pieces of 2x4 so I could finish this cut. But this is it right here. So I'm gonna trace this out, and I'm gonna get the camera up real close, because this might give some people a hard time who hadn't really done it. But it's not hard. Have confidence. All right. First thing you want to do is get your saw set up. Let's make sure I got it on there. Let's get a 45 right here. Get your safety glasses on. Get your thinking caps on. Let's go. All right. Cut that 45. All right. Now from this long point, right here, measure 28 7/8. And look, I got my pattern right here. I can just scribe it. And now I'm gonna come here and make this cut. I'm gonna cut on my line. And it's all 45s, okay? It's all 45-degree cuts. Now cut 2 of these, and that's all your cut list. I'm very proud of you. Proud of you. Let's go. All right, so look, took some of the pieces. So when we go to assemble this bad boy, that's what we're gonna have. And that's this leg that you see right here. That's it. This is so simple. I'm glad y'all following along with me. Look, and this is the rest of the pieces I got. We got everything cut. You cut all your parts, and you just put it together like a puzzle. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching this video. Look, you already cut all the pieces. The hard part's behind you. Now we just gotta assemble this table. You know, like Bruce Lee said, be water, become water. You put water in a cup, it becomes a cup. Just flow and do. All right, I'm talking crazy. Let's cut. All right, so we got the hardest part behind us. We got all the pieces cut. If anyone got any questions at this step, now's the time to ask them. Remember, get yourself an extra 2x4, because I was just running my mouth and not paying attention and laying everything out to make sure that all the cuts worked out good. So I got short of 2x4. Don't let that happen to you. But if it does, it doesn't matter. Nothing's perfect in this world. Your cuts ain't always going to be perfect. Like I said, the good thing with this table is it doesn't have to be perfect. It's supposed to look rustic and everything. I'm proud of you. This is step 1. You're going to be a table builder soon. Stick with me for part 3 coming up soon. And we're going to put this table together. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching.